Hey guys, Steve Tony here, and I am back with a new video. And for this one, I wanted to talk about the films that were pivotal in my evolving as a film fan. The films that really did make me realize I was a film buff. And also at the end, I have a very special announcement to make. So stay tuned for that exciting bit towards the end. And without further ado, we'll start. And the first three I wanted to talk about, and really the first that sort of started all this, were the Indiana Jones films. Yes, the first three films of the franchise. I was probably about, I'll say 5 or 6 when I first actually watched these. They were really some of the first films my parents had shown me, and they were a huge staple of my childhood. I watched these pretty much all day, every day. Like we had like tons of VHS copies of them for whatever reason, and I watched these a lot as a kid. Especially Raiders and Temple of Doom. I was just always fascinated by the Indiana Jones character. He was pretty much my boyhood hero. I loved the character. I loved how Harrison Ford played him. You know, just the adventure aspect of it, the search for historical stuff. This actually did help also engage my love of history as well. So yes, I like these were just the ultimate staples of my childhood. I couldn't get enough of them growing up. Have been upgraded any of these to either Blu-ray or 4K yet, and I probably honestly should, because because they're totally worth it. Worth it. But yeah, yes, these were the first films that I really truly fell in love with and absolutely adored as a child. So yes, that is the Indiana Jones trilogy to start off with. Okay, now the next film I haven't got a physical copy of at the moment, and that is The Wizard of Oz. And of course, we all know that film just like we all know the Indiana Jones films. Another staple of my childhood. All four of those were films that I could watch by myself, as well as with my parents. The reason I don't have a physical copy of The Wizard of Oz is because I had loaned it years ago and never got it back. Although although it's in the hands of someone I trust at least. So, uh, uh, so but I don't plan on either getting that on Blu-ray or 4K at some point as well. So yes, that is the Wizard of Oz. another staple of my childhood. Okay, now the thus next title I first saw as a kid, but I really didn't fully start to appreciate that, and understand it until I was in high school, really, and that is the 1933 version, and the best version, in my opinion, of King Kong. And again, I saw this between the ages of like 6 to 8, um, and was like really amazed by the editing process of it, like how they made Kong look on the screen, like making everything look as realistic as possible. I was just enthralled, and then my senior year of high school, it was announced it was finally being restored and given a spectacular DVD release, and I just I needed like to have it. I was that much of a fan of it. But yeah, the like stop motion effects of Willis O'Brien were enthralling. It was, it was really, every boy's, adventure story, I think, in one way or another. Um, yeah, and just the, black and white, cinematography, I've never had an issue with black and white. Even as a kid, I think that's probably would have looked, just as good in color. But the black and white, like just like lens, she would like so well and beautifully. And how can, and how can you, like not be touched on some level, by the ending, of the film. Even Faye Rice said, towards the end of her life, like that, like, Kong was her most important leading man. So, so yeah, I saw this maybe twice growing up, and then I really didn't start seeing it again normally until high school, but just like everything, like how it looked, like how it was shot, like just like really fascinated me, and the special features on this, are really cool as well. So yes, and that is King Kong. Okay, and the final film that was uh, uh, pivotal to me as a film fan was Sergio Leone's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Again, saw some of this when I was a kid, maybe 6 years old. I really didn't see it in full, until like late grade school. Really, but again, I was just enthralled. The Old West. I've always had a fascination with the Wild West, and like that came mainly from Saturday mornings with my father watching the TV show The Wild West on TNT Saturday mornings back in like back in like I would say like 94, like 95, five, like every Saturday morning. Like morning, like it was what like me and my dad did. So so like yeah, like I've always had a fascination with the Wild West, and the westerns, but this was really the film that was the turning point for me. I had seen it again at some point in high school, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a film buff. Something about this film when I watched it, like had me saying, I am a film fan. Yeah, like this is what my love is, my passion is. Indiana Jones started it. Both The Wizard of Oz and King Kong were the, getting up of steam. And finally, Sergio Leone and his grand scale epic here was the, clincher. The icing on the cake, the cherry on top. I was hooked. When I was a film fan for life, and this is what also steered me to foreign language cinema when I found out that it was originally, made in Italy and was first released in Italy, and of course, a lot of the cast, was Italian, and the such. So like this actually kind of helped pave the way as well for my interest in foreign language films as well. I'm like it as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like all of these, films like I have like quotable lines of dialogue, memorable characters, like memorable settings. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, like these are the films, including Oz, that were pivotal in me being the film fan that I am today. Okay, and now for that special announcement. That's Saturday, tomorrow, at around 3 p.m. my time, I like Eastern Standard. I will be engaging in my first live stream with Undead Sick 83 from Holland. We are going to be discussing two of the films of Mario Bava. I don't want to say which ones as of yet. That'll be the true surprise what we talk about on there. So yeah, whatever 3 p.m. Eastern Standard is in your area, please check us out if you can live, or in the right, or in like repeats. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to give a shout out to Gray 1951 Media Channel. He did a haul video last month that I was finally able to catch up on seeing, that actually inspired this video here, minus my announcement. You know, obviously, but yeah, definitely check out his channel. He's a cool guy. Has a varied interest, you know, in tastes in films, like the majority of us do. So I shall leave a link to his channel in the description box below. You know, sub him, you know, give him likes, you know, yeah, you know, and just uh, support him. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please give this video a like, and please leave any, you know, comments if any of these films I've talked about are your favorites. What were the you know, films that made you a fan of them for life? Like, yeah, you know, whichever it is, you know, please leave a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.